Anyways, what I was saying is they probably should clean up their own game design rather than cleaning up the gameplay. Because, let's be honest, this game is not long unless they do some stuff with it. Like, next patch, they're releasing the Legendary Picks. That's another good update, but they're completely nerfing the gun's damage is just completely gone. There's probably going to lead more people to just go to the meta because their builds will no longer be valuable. All those gunslinger builds that barely were getting with two-shot or bloody explosive handguns and relying on the effects, they're gonna be completely useless now. There's gonna be paperweights, and then on top of that, the bloodied explosive or the bloody fire rate fixer or handmade people that use stealth attacks and crit spamming is just gonna be a little inconvenience because they won't notice barely anything because of the way their builds are set up. Shotgun builds and heavy gun builds are going to be the most affected by the thing, or the nerf, I think, because of the way they work. Shotgun builds are not going to be able to one-shot people anymore, making that completely useless on their end. Heavy gun people, maybe, I guess, since they're automatic people, they will adapt to it. But, what's it called? The amount of bullets they'll take will be a lot more. Let me test out this bloodied LMG right here. Bad. So anyways, the guns are going to be completely altered. Everybody's just going to switch to the meta, which is stealth attack, crit spams, and there's not going to be much you can do about it except adapt to it. Unless they immediately release a patch for like, but they're not going to do that because they would have done it with the update itself. Guns that are going to be completely useless next update are just energy weapons and handguns, to be honest. Those are the two that are just going to be obsolete. Nobody's going to trade them anymore. Nobody's going to use them. Everybody's just going to use the ammo and make 5.56s out of it, 45s. Because that's going to be all that's useful. And explosive weapons, oh, those are just going to be gone. I'm going to get rid of my weapons that are like that. Because they're just going to be a empty weight. If you can do more damage from a single stealth attack bullet out of an assault rifle than a missile launcher, then what's the point of using a missile launcher that weighs 4 times more than the assault rifle? They just completely didn't think about these things. Now, next update, everybody's just going to be using the same build. Not to say that they should nerf that build because that's the only build that people do damage with, but you have some idiots who think, let's just nerf everything. And we'll see how that works out when you get non-stop killed by, let's see, Scorch Beasts, Deathclaws, and Super Mutant Behemoths, where you're going to be able to fight them usually. You're not going to be able to do that anymore because your guns can't even kill them in time before they kill you. What should I try? I'll try this out. Now see, this is the gun that's bugged where if I... See, usually out of 18 bullets, this gun would take like I'd say a 5% hit on durability. But since I have a beam splitter and it's explosive, it takes a 30 to 40% damage drop. Why? Because it thinks I'm shooting, let's see, I did 18 shots, multiplied that by the 2 times of the explosive effect, that's 36. Multiplied that by the 5 bullets that come out, or not the 5 bullets, wait, let me see. 18 shots, explosive effect, beam splitter. I think that's like 72 shots worth of durability. So 18 times the explosive effect, which is another 18 times the 5 of the beam splitter that does. It thinks I'm shooting 180 bullets out of the one mag, because the way this gun works, they think that the amount of projectiles that hit is the amount of damage that it reduces it by. And it's completely garbage, because guns that have explosive effects and are energy weapons, they're good, but they just disintegrate like dust. But next update, they're not even going to be good, so they just disintegrate like dust, and they're just going to be completely useless. I think the next gun I'll try out is like let me see what I have. Now the AK, when I was running a stealth build, did something like 400 damage a shot. Plus there's sneak factors and the crit spams that was like, I don't know, a good 5 times more, like 2000 damage per couple of rounds. Alright, let me see what thing I could do next before I head down there. Let me see. I'll try out the shotgun. I mean, the shotgun is already bugged. There's a glitch where you can't really use it in third person or that. Where's Master Shotgunner? I always miss it. Right. Now, if you do headshot VATS with this thing, it says a 95% chance. So that means sometimes, like basically it's half and half, whether all the projectiles hit or just one graces his head. Like, you need to see this. This is what I'm talking about. If I just see that all those hit. Oh, that's the first time they actually all hit. But, what's it called? Glitch that usually happens was they just completely zoom by his head, but that right there didn't trigger. I think next I'll try out the melee weapon. I'll use the unarmed perks on it and see if it just, one-shots them or something. Next update, the legendary pick for stealth builds, I think is gonna make them overpowered. Again, even though the weapons are gonna get nerfed, there's a damage perk where the more damage you inflict while you're in stealth mode, you do more damage. Like, I think the more enemies you kill in stealth mode, they start stacking on top of each other or something weird like that. And then you could just stealth run through an entire area because you got the damage running on top of that. Then if you have adrenaline on top of that, your perks can carry you, but you can't really do that in any other guns because they didn't include that like a melee one or a regular firearm one. I already know the damage that the AK used to do. It used to do like a 400 a shot with my perception build. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this one just has Iron Fist and Martial Artist for unarmed builds. Which, I mean, it still does a good amount of damage, 1400 a hit. It'll be interesting to see how drastically nerfed some of these guns are going to be and some of the weapons. I don't think the meta will change at all, but I think people are going to have to swap out their playstyles, though. That certainly didn't work there, but yeah, it just two-shots him. I'll try shopping next, see how that works out against him. I can already see tomorrow people saying that their builds are completely useless and they can't do anything now. Which, yeah, that will be the case. And they will all immediately start trying to find stealth commando weapons like fixers and handmaids and assault rifles even. Hell, maybe even combat rifles if they're desperate. But so many guns are just gonna be gone. The guns that were completely like dominant were the explosive legacy Gatling plasmas and the Gatling lasers and the laser rifles. They're just gonna be garbage now. And so many of these weapons are just gonna be useless. There will be at least one build, Stealth Commandos, and I will probably switch over back to that one with my 2-shot explosive handmade. Hopefully, I don't think they're gonna fix that projectile damage bug, because they're lazy about that. They never like fixing anything that actually benefits the game in that sort of way.
I can still hear the scream.
Damn. Okay. Just... yeah, okay. I was just trying to see how much damage this gun would do with Magellan, but... I guess his guitar just magically shot a missile at me even though he was dead, but... you know what, it's fine, I didn't really care. I don't understand why they're nerfing weapons when they're not gonna nerf enemies, too. Like, even though our weapons are gonna be completely useless, like,
Useless! I should be the boss.
yeah, exactly,
really
useless. So many of these guns are gonna do barely any damage to enemies. And meanwhile, they're getting, level buffs. Like, those people back there will probably be level 80 the next time I come over there. And our guns will be doing, like, level 40 damage worth of enemies. Like, the most we'll probably be able to take out with, like, I don't know, a handgun that has, explosive effect on it and 2-shot. They'll probably be doing, like, 100 if they're lucky. Alright, let's see how we do against this. I just shot through him. Yeah, without the explosive effect, this thing does not have good range. Yeah, this gun is not very effective. It's good against and human enemies up close, but not really boss enemies like a Squish Beast or Bad Thing or a Deathclaw. Let's see, any more weapons I can test? You know what, I'll try the AK out with, what's it called, stealth crit spam, but I don't think I'll take him out that fast. Let me put my heavy gunner perks back for tomorrow when I load this game up and I see whether or not I need to change my build. Let's see. I have 21 skill points to change around, so that should be more than enough for me to completely revamp my build. Meanwhile, some people are just gonna be screwed. Alright, so this gun, remember, it goes down by, let's see, the two-shot explosive for, the damage is gonna be doing 1 times 2 to 4, but then the explosive effect, it'll be doing like 4 times the bullets per bullet durability, but like, I think barely 2 times the damage. Really weird. Let me change out a perk. Oh no, wait, I already have it on. That's good. Alright. Even though I barely have any points in perception, it should carry me to the VATS because of my unyielding stuff. Yeah, see? More than enough perception to take him out. Really? Huh. So look at that. Not enough damage. Maybe if I had all my perks in perception for the damage output to take him out. Pulling like 200 damage a shot there for a second, and then we're pulling like 60s and 19s. It's weird that I would be doing that amount of damage even though it's 200 damage a shot. I don't think there's pretty much any other weapons that I could test besides maybe the so we tested that one. This one I'm not gonna use anymore because it's garbage. Yeah, I already tested it. Unarmed weapon. I think that's pretty much all that I need to look at. I did skip over handguns. I'll probably check my handguns and just see how much damage they have. Tomorrow's gonna be a big day for this game. It's gonna see who is gonna change their play styles. Alright, well, I'm in my stash box. I'll check out how my guns work. So, 235 damage for the 2-shot explosive 44 Magnum. 67 for the not commando. I think this one takes, actually, yeah, this one takes rifleman perks, I'm pretty sure. For the bloody 10mm SMG. 2-shot explosive Western revolver. About 250 damage. Bloody pole hook with 40% swing speed at level 40 is 355 damage. 379 for the bloody fire axe. 180 damage for the explosive railway rifle. 94 for the 2-shot explosive SMG, which this gun is garbage even with that helping it. 479 for the bloody Deathclaw gauntlet. 4 for the chainsaw. That's not. This one, I used to hold this because I had the fancy skin on it. It's completely just disappeared. I don't know where it went, but it's gone. 168 for the bloody fire axe. 2,330 or 2,333 for the bloodied Fat Man launcher. About
I just can't shake these nightmares.
220 damage.
Floating in space forever.
No. 210 damage. No. Yeah, 220 damage for the katana or the shish kebab. 195 for the junkie's explosive overaction. 2,333 for the light Fat Man. And 99 for the 2-shot explosive 9mm. That's gonna be completely garbage next update. The anti-armor VATS and ultra-sight shotgun, Gauss shotgun, 608 damage. The missile launcher that's bloody is at 806 damage per shot. 230 for the unique Assaultron sword. VATS unknown gun is 35 damage. I just used those for reload speed. 402 for the 2-shot explosive Gauss rifle. And 1,162 for the 2-shot explosive dragon. And the switchblade used to do like 500 damage a swing. It does 163, but next update will be lucky if it breaks 100. Oh wait, that's all my weapons. Really? Oh yeah, I forget, I gave tons of my friends with different guns. But no, I think next update, here's my predictions. This is useless. This is useless. This is completely garbage. Completely useless. Completely useless.
I just
Useless.
can't shake these nightmares.
Still gonna be useful. Still gonna be useful.
Space forever.
Useless.
Just why?
Don't even know why I have that. Oh yeah, I do, but yeah. Still useful with certain builds. Completely garbage, even though it has some of the best effects on it. Completely useless. Completely useless. Unarmed weapons are gonna be the only melees. Completely useless. Useless. Garbage. And this is gonna be completely garbage next update also. But at least they're bringing the bull barrel. I mean, that's a good little add-on. I mean, I can finally make my revolver into the actual revolver from Fallout 4. I forgot to port. Let's see. I highly doubt they're gonna nerf armies next update. I honestly don't even know at this point. I'm just gonna look at the stats and make sure none of my armor is just completely useless next update. I could see them honestly just destroying armor effects. Take a look at my excavator armor before and after. This is excavator armor, but I have the special skin on it. Alright, 292 resistance, 392 energy, and 366 red resist. This usually ends up sideways.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why?
There better be a mute option for her soon. What else is getting nerfed and buffed, I wonder? Let's see. I'll look for the patch notes. Fallout patch tomorrow. Alright, so things that are coming tomorrow are legendary perks, daily ops, and is that it? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get rid of that garbage weapon fast. It's weird how Fallout has become. It honestly is. This is so different than what it was originally.
I just can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever.
If
Just
I was to play this
why?
and then Fallout 3, I would think they were made by different people. Although they're not. It's so bad.
No medic, but I do not think this stim pack will do the trick for
Hell,
you.
even Fallout 4, I mean. There's just so much wrong with 76, man. There's so little, there's not enough gameplay, there's barely anything to do besides building a camp, which is all that it really did add, which was cool. You can build your own house. And it's like one of the only good things to come out of this as a Fallout game was that and launching nukes. Two of the only things. Although they wasted out on the nuking opportunities. Although they're starting to realize they can do more with it, like the Earl fight and the... Actually no, that's pretty much it. All they added was the Earl fight. I'm gonna go check on the purveyor to see if I have. Wait, I could just check in here. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a weapon and scrap it, and get a weapon and scrap it. Oh, the point I was trying to get across earlier, before the stream crashed, because of the game wouldn't load that I was moving stuff, or it just completely froze, was this game's trying to cater to two different audiences at the same time. It's trying to cater to the tryhards who have all these good weapons but now they're completely useless, and it's trying to cater to the people who casually play it, but the people who casually play it can't even play it because they do try things like the past where you gotta play it every single day to keep it going. Although you can't play it every single day because the weapons are not useful. And it's gonna be a completely irrelevant grind on top of that. It's just so bad. And then on top of that, they're just releasing non-stop atomic shop items, which makes the game seem completely like irrelevant because all they do is just release atomic shop items and skins. It's all they really care about because that's how they make their money at the end of the day. Not updates, not people actually buying it. Nobody really gives this game full price anymore, to be honest with you. They sell it for like 20, 30 bucks, maybe even 10 if you get on eBay. But it's so disappointing to see. Last patch, the 20 patch, Wastelanders, that was a good one, but it's just, all this is not really adding up to a good gameplay, a good game. Oh wait, the legendary sale's gone. Huh. Okay then. Yeah, I really got nothing else to say about this game except, we'll see how much they get rid of tomorrow. He said get rid of, what did they get rid of? Let's see. No more pistols, no more energy guns, no more two-shot explosive guns, because those are going to be completely useless now for the durability they use. Bloodied vats and fire rate guns are going to soar through the market. You will see everybody trying to buy those tomorrow. How I'm pretty sure if you check the market today, it'll just look like nothing but commando stealth build weapons. Everybody's getting rid of the legacy weapons, selling them as trinkets that used to be good, but are nothing but just 20-pound paperweights.
Welcome back, love.
Shut up. So yeah, tomorrow we'll see how, or if even any of them are still even plausibly useful enough Scorched Beast or a Behemoth fight. So yeah, see ya.